teen young adult radio show in the nation for inspiration, M&M Live Radio. That was Bands by Wande featuring By Ranger One.
Wasn't that a banger?
Yeah, it was a hit.
Listen, guys, we got so many more good songs after that one. But listen, guys, make sure you guys are subscribed to our M&M Live Radio podcast. Listen, we are everywhere, man, whether it's on iTunes, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, or even on Trackstars.com via their website or their app or on RSORadio.com. Listen, we all over, man. We all over. So make sure you guys are listening to M&M Live Radio absolutely everywhere. And listen, quick shout out to Columbus, Ohio. I've been realizing we've been getting a lot of love over there. So shout out to you guys for rocking with your girls here on, you already know, it's M&M Live Radio.
Yeah, man. Columbus, shout out to you. Stand up. But listen, Meah, we have one of our listeners that wrote to us in need of advice. Okay, you know, every now and then when you're going through life, you don't know where to go, left, right, I don't know. I mean, you've asked all the questions, you're just not quite sure of what your next move is. You can always write to us and
you can always come here. You can always come here. You know what I'm saying?
Always write to us. And one of our listeners wrote to us in need of advice. And of course, we're going to read the Dear M&M letter right here, right now, and give our advice on the show.
Now listen, for those of you guys who are new, like Meesa said, we have our listeners who write to us in need of advice, whether it's from school or work or whatever, their relationships, whatever it may be. People write in their Dear M&M letters and they ask us for our advice and we give it to them live on the air. So here it is this week. Here is this week's Dear M&M letter.
All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Dear M&M, I'm a Denver, Colorado native that's a new listener of the show, and I look forward to a new M&M Live Radio podcast every week. I like the Dear M&M segment, and I guess it's now my turn to be the listener in need of help. My roommate and I have been living together for 2 months, and he's been pretty cool. 2 weeks ago, he got a haircut that he hated and kept complaining about. I kept telling him that his haircut was fine, but he wasn't trying to hear me. Last weekend, I came in late from hanging out with my boys and was looking for my DURAG. I couldn't find it, and I decided to ask my roommate if he's seen it. I walked into his room to find him sleeping with my DURAG on his head. Man, that's a sin. I immediately got upset, turned on the lights, woke him up, and asked him why he was wearing my do-rag. He said that he wanted to try something different with his hair since he didn't like the way it looked, and he wanted to try to get waves like mine. M&M, my roommate has a buzz cut, and I don't think that he realizes that his waves will not look like mine. I took my do-rag back, and we really haven't been cool since. Am I wrong for being mad, and should I say something to him about the incident? Please advise. Sincerely, the do-rag police. So I feel like we should just kind of state the facts. It seems like the person that's writing to us is a black guy.
Right. Yeah.
And it seems like the roommate that got a haircut is a white guy.
No, he's a white guy that wants waves, Meesa.
Oh.
There's a difference. Clearly from the letter, there's a difference. I'm really trying to but honestly, okay, let's look at the bigger picture. He admires your waves, man.
And he
admires the art.
But he must got the 360.
He must have something.
Like you could drown up off this wave type thing.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, even though, don't get me wrong, I feel like he was very wrong for taking your do-rag.
Without asking.
That's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But however, he said that he was insecure about how he looked. So maybe there's a bigger picture of the fact of your roommate doesn't feel secure or confident about how they look.
Okay.
And because they're like, yo, Jamal's waves be on swim, and I really just want my waves to be like his. You know what I'm saying? So look at it from that. I think you can look at it from that standpoint. Still tell him, don't touch my do-rag. But at the same time, it's kind of like, let me just try to boost up my friend's confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seemed like dude was trying to be on his M&M swag, But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, because I mean, at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you take pride in your hair, take pride in your looks, take pride in your appearance, and that's fine. Do I feel like dude should have asked man for his do-rag?
Absolutely.
By all means, but I feel like you have to. To our writer, to the do-rag police, you gotta at least, be flattered by that, because I mean, he wanted to look like you a little bit, he admires your ways, but just educate him a little bit.
And even make it a bonding experience. You want to see what your hair looks like with waves? Let me show you what it looked like.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore you'll be like, oh, that's not what I thought it was gonna be.
Do you think they have face app for hair?
No, but there's a Snapchat filter that does. Put him on the Snapchat filter and let him really get a real, depiction of how he would look with waves. And it's not what he would think. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can really make this a bonding moment.
Yeah.
Among you two. So don't let the waves drown your friendship.
You better stop it.
And that's sincerely your girls, M&M, man. Listen, shout out to the DURAG police for riding your girls here at M&M Live Radio. Listen, if you want to send us your Dear M&M letter, listen, all you got to do is go to our website. That's meesaandmeah.com. That's MEESAANDMEAH. Click our submissions tab and then click Dear M&M letter. You can send us your Dear M&M letters there.
Woo, man, I feel like that Dear M&M letter spoke to me.
Bro, that was crazy. Imagine walking in. I'm really trying to visualize how he was walked in and he saw his velvet do-rag.
And he is
on
sleeping in heavenly peace, but heavenly do-rag.
Right. That was,
get out.
You don't play with that, man. Listen, thank you guys so much for listening into this week's Dear M&M letter. We got more coming to you very, very soon. But listen, man, we got to get into this week's conversation.